Hey everyone, it's freezing. I'm just trying to warm up, so I've got my cooker behind me with the hob going because it will just generate some heat. Okay, I'm going to make soap. I have been away for a couple of weeks. I just took a short break in Cornwall, so we've had a nice few days. It's been cold, but we had a nice few days walking on the beach, so I've been to Cornwall, I'm back. I'm just going to make Ethereal Seas soap today, which is a soap made with essential oils, lime, bergamot, geranium and basil, and it's just a simple white soap with a blue swirl and some black salt that goes onto the top. So I have my snood on, I got my woolly jumper on, I've got my oils are melting in the microwave today because I'm just going to do a small batch in my little mould I usually use, which holds about, I think it's 6 kilos or something like that. So yeah, I will bring you in and you can see the process. Okay, let me just get my goggles on, and I'm going to stick blend this to a light trace. And I'll edit out the stick blending, of course, because I always do, because I can't stand it. I'm going to add my essential oils now, because this shouldn't cause any grief. Should be okay. Just another stick blend. It's good scent. Kind of nice fresh kind of floral. The spiciness from that basil. I always find basil smells like aniseed. It smells a bit like that. Today I'm going to pour off a bit from my blue. I can't see very well. I always turn this top light off because it flickers on video, but it just means I can't see very well. Handy, isn't it? So I'm going to add my blue, and that's just some ultramarine blue mixed with some olive oil, and then my white goes into my other base. Yeah. I better stick blend the white first and then come back and do the blue. Okay, just a moment. And that's almost there. We've got a light trace there. Nice! Now onto my blue. It isn't usually quite so vibrant as that. I normally do it like a pale blue, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm just going to bring my mould here. I'm just going to pour my base. I love essential oil soap. I really love it. It just always makes me feel calm and lovely. I'm just going to do some random swirls. Save a little bit from the top. Now, chopstick. So I'm going to see what we can get out of that and see if we can bring it up a bit. Up a bit. I just like to get like a bit of a, kind of like doing a butterfly swirl, but using the chopstick to do it instead. So kind of putting the chopstick on its side. It's not really a butterfly swirl, but it kind of can be. If you went like that through the soap, it might kind of come out if you haven't got a swirler. This is quite runny, this soap. Okay, and then I'm going to pour in the rest. And I'm going to do a textured top today. but it looks like I'm going to have to wait for a while before it thickens up enough for me to do it, so I will probably have to do this in 2 parts. Save me being paused for too long. I'm not sure about the battery on my camera at the moment. I think we're alright, but I'll have to check. So I'm going to try and do what I do with this soap usually, which is sort of like a top where I go like that with the spoon. Like, so it's going across that way and then across that way, and then the salt sprinkled centrally throughout each loaf of soap. Okay, so let's get some blue. I just want to have that on there for contrast. So when I do my swirl, I've got a nice blue to pick up and put into the mix. Yo. It's a quick soap to make. 2 colours, 4 essential oils. Pretty basic stuff, but it's really nice, and I love this one. Every year it's sort of, I've been doing this one, I can't remember how many years it is, but it's quite a while, and you know when you bring back soaps that you haven't smelled for a year, and it's kind of like things have changed for me. Every year they change, you know, but this year significantly because I'm in a brand new place and my life's different. It's better than it was before. Oh, apart from the fact that we've got to have a new boiler at home. So just as we booked our holiday, well, we booked our holiday a while ago, but then our boiler started to go, and it's going to cost us £2,500, which is really horrible for this time of year, but you know, these things happen. It's been due probably to be replaced for a while, but it's just, oh god, it's on its last leg. So we can just about manage to get the hot water so we can bath ourselves and clean ourselves, because that would be my main concern. I can keep warm because we've got a fire and heaters that we can use, but it's the cleaning, keeping yourself clean, that would really bother me if my boiler had gone. But good job I've got a gym membership because they let you go there for a shower, so if the worst came to the worst, that's what I'd have to do. But yes, that's not a good thing to have to go wrong now, especially being so cold, but we've got logs and we've got coal and everything is fine, so don't worry about me. Everything's okay. But yeah, well, we've had bits of snow today and we're expecting loads of snow come the weekend, but it's absolutely bitterly cold out there at the moment, so yay. Right, I'm going to come back and I'll do the textured top and I'll bring you in for it, okay? Okay, I'll brought you in so you can see this. And I think we're about ready. Kind of. Okay, so I'll just turn this around because I've got my thingy-majigs marked out there. Yeah, and I think I start there, so I cut this piece off. So bear with me while I just sort myself out. So I'm going to do this. I love watching people do this on YouTube. We all do this little technique, but I really like the effects, and I really like watching other people do it. It's like almost like ASMR to me. I like it. Okay, that one. It's so pretty. Just about the right texture. As long as I don't move this afterwards, it's like, that will be perfect. God, this smells good. Like that. It's a bit difficult to do because these bars are quite narrow. They're not as big as my old soap bars used to be, like widthways. But you can still do the same techniques, it just looks a little different. And this last piece. Just have to remember when I come to cut it that I've left my space there at the end. So I have to cut from this end. That'll be my first log there. Okay, so that's that, and then I got some black salt, which is edible, but I've never eaten it. It just gives a nice salty sea theme, I suppose. Just like the black against these two colours, like against the white and the blue. And in fact, I actually like this ultramarine blue this time. I have never done it quite as dark as that. Normally the blue is like almost like a turquoise blue. So I like either use ultramarine and use a bit of titanium dioxide in it to keep it pale, like a powdery blue. Or I use a turquoise mica. But this time I was making my labels before I made the soap because I had to get them printed in time. And I thought, this time I'm just going to use ultramarine blue, so I needed to write that on the label, you know? So I've got to stick to what I planned. Otherwise the label would be wrong. So I keep a spreadsheet of my make list that's for like current production, and write all these little notes on there so I know to remember. Okay, that is it. I think that will make a very nice Instagram picture. So I'll leave my Instagram link below, like I do always. Links to where I get my mould from, links to where I buy my cutter from, and links to the website where the spring release has gone live. So if you're interested and you've been meaning to buy from me, there is a discount code below, and you can buy some things. I've got lots and lots of new items on the website, which is great. I've been working super hard. So come and grab a few little bits and pieces with the discount code, if you wish. And I'll be back for the cut on this one tomorrow. Look at that shine. I'm gonna have to get a picture of that before it goes dull. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, ready to cut this then from yesterday. Hardened up very nicely. Not surprised given that it's so blinking cold again. It's freezing today. Okay, so here's our soap. Hope you can see that. And remember that I need to cut it this way with this top because that's my strip. So we can get this nice even cut for where I've done that textured top. Let's see what this looks like. Got no soda ash again, which is lovely. Oh goodness, I can't. I've just been sitting down, so it's made the cold seem 10 times worse. It's just absolutely freezing. Freezing at the moment. I think it's like -3 today. That's centigrade. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. You'll have to look it up. My brain is not going to work for you. Oh, grief. I should have put some really long socks on, but I'd run out. It's just that in about another month, it's going to be warm, you know? Well, I hope it's going to be warm. It should be. It's just what we're having to put up with now. It's just, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so we'll start then cutting with the other cutter. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we'll just start cutting these then into nice chunks. And we'll see, we should have a nice swirl in there. So like, we kind of got the butterfly swirl, if you see what I mean. It's kind of like an easy way of doing it, like I said, with that chopstick. It's just if you haven't got a hanger or, you know, a tool that you've made, then it's kind of similar. I kind of like the effects of this, and in these chunks they look nice. These chunks are 5 ounces. I always get asked how heavy they are. They're just 5 ounces. All of my soaps are, whether they're a chunk or whether they are an actual bar, they're all 5 ounces. I don't know what the measurements are of these. I just do this by eye, so I'm not going to go tape measuring. Yeah, and I'm left with a chunk at the end so I can make some samples for orders. So I get 25 bars out of these batches. I'm just going to trim the ends actually instead. Sometimes I leave a chunk and sometimes I do the end cut just so we maybe get a swirl on the one side. So yeah, it came out pretty. Pretty. I absolutely love the blue. I think it came out really nice. This is a nice soap. And it being the essential oil as well, I'm just in the mood for essential oils. Well, I always am, but sometimes more than others, you know? So it just looks really pretty. I'm still getting used to my new lens, so if I'm not getting everything in focus, I apologise, but we'll get there. So yeah, this is really pretty. I'll just do these couple and then I'll carry on and do the rest off camera. And then I can get this video uploaded for you to see. So yeah, that came out super. So I'll be back for the next video. I don't know what I'm making next. I've still got a sort of list of spring ones to do. I've got to do one called Green Tea and Lemon, and another one called Gossamer Ghost, which I don't think I've made on film before. So maybe Gossamer Ghost, because it's a similar one to this one, another essential oil blend. So I might make that one, which is a pink and white with roses on the top. So I might do that one. Okay.